Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Mulder, and tonight I kind of want to go into a deep dive. First off, I'm going to give you a little bit of my my personal observation when it comes to radionics and the research and development of it, and then I'm going to go into a new device I'd like to show you wonderful people. And anyway, a long time ago, I got to see where Hieronymus had his laboratory. He was working with another gentleman, I guess, who was a protege of his, and they, developed a lot of great machines. I mean, they were very high quality. But here's the thing: they were using amplifiers, audio amplifiers, and I think they had it like, if memory serves, don't quote me on this. If memory serves, I think they had some kind of a deal like where they pulsing the amplifier, uh, and that kind of thing, and to create hopefully some a frequency that will resonate and create greater manifestation when it came to using their devices. I mean, great idea. I mean, great idea. But here's the point. They were dealing with audio-based amplifiers, and these things only go like between 20 to 20,000 hertz, which is basically, that's well just a little bit beyond normal human hearing. But uh, the what what you're tapping into when you use the device, any radiance device. I don't care if it's a handheld telephone or whatever. What that thing's picking up on, the input signal that it's getting is coming from your biofield. And I've demonstrated many times of how to create chi energy, or life, energy between your hands. And I've gone through, I think experiments with you multiple times on doing that. And that's where this energy is coming from, that's picked up by these circuits. And it's and again, that's what's going on here. Like when you're tuning the machine, it's picking up your biofilm. It's you're creating a connection between you and your machine as you tune it. And again, it's all coming from you because of the energy field that's coming off of you, especially on the input plate while you're tuning this thing with your other hand. That is what is a form of dowsing, so to speak. And for whatever reason, you're able to pick up either by using a stick plate or pendulum or by intuitively being able to pick up the tuning on a machine. But I digress. Getting and the thing was they were only picking up on part of that energy field. And this thing goes beyond, well beyond that. I mean, it starts to get into RF level. I mean, we start to get radio frequency level, uh, from what I understand from Mobius. And and these audio amplifiers can only cover a small fraction of that biofield. And what we kind of were working on another project, which didn't turn out, I think I said before, didn't turn out as well as I thought it would. But the R&D that went into it was able to give us ideas for a new technology, which is what I'm incorporated in every single electronic machine that I built now has this new tech. And this right here is the brain behind it. And I'm not going to go into focus here because there's a lot of people out there. I know what they're going to do. They're going to try to zoom into it, try to find out, okay, what kind of components are on the circuit, yada, yada, yada. Hey, go buy one of my devices. If you're going, if you're going to try to copy me or tear it apart, buy one of them. Do me the courtesy. Anyway, this right here within it has capability of using a special pickup coil, has the capability of picking up 100% of the human biofield. We're able to pick it up now. We're able to, use and amplify the entire every part of it. And because of that, it's a little give and take here, just because of the dealing with the technology and the nature of the beast. But we were able to increase the power of these machines by between 25 to 35%. I mean, I even got a text today from a customer who was using a device that I built using this tech, um, right here, using this tech, and they're able to get on Google Maps and point their device toward that thing and use it using that tech to do cloud busting or to either take a storm and not make it as intense or do, weather control. Just by sitting there with with a device using this tech and just pointing at Google Maps, he's able to make things happen. He was talking about how he's gonna, this annoying person to leave a location that he was at or something along that line. But neither here nor there. This new tech, yeah, it's great. It's like I said, and because my philosophy is, and I even told the guys I work with, anything we produce has to be able to easily integrate with existing technology. If you have like an older machine, it has like the old, the older, where I was using the audio amplifiers. If if you have any of the older machines, you know, I just wanted to let you know that all devices I build, I try to make it an option there wherever possible. And it's usually about 95% of the time from what we've, so far that we, excuse me, that we will be able to, incorporate any new devices with the old tech. In other words, make it even more, bring it up to date and do it very simply. Now, um, this device I want to introduce here and what it and the premise that we came up with. Okay, so we have to make sure that whatever we build has to sit on a plate for an operation. Plus, it has to be able to work with any machines. And matter of fact, here's a little side note here. This circuit, this device that I'm going to go into detail about. This device, you can use on any radio device from any manufacturer, and it will do the same identical things it's doing right now with my machines. They'll be able to do it with their machines. It'll make them even more powerful. I find that's just a little side note here. But that said, I'm going to get down to brass tacks. And again, here's what it has like a little beacon. I call this a beacon, and the technology in here. This thing device is made to stay on for months. Okay, what we want to do is create something that is energy efficient enough and do it in such a way where you could have a battery powered radionics device that you can keep, with you on your person and never, don't turn it off. I mean, it'll last from what I can tell, from what according to AI, between 4 to 6 months off of the we got to change the batteries, and I'll go through a detail uh, uh, video. I'll make one showing how to change the battery on this, and kind of give you make it really easy for you to work with. And again, very simple stuff. The way this thing's designed, and so, but here we go. Again, by incorporating this device, it's going to take the energy off of the machine coming off the output plate of the machine or the stick plate. It's going to take that energy and it's going to amplify it. And I'm going to show you how to do a simple operation. Okay, you have your device, have it turned on, have something that represents what you're trying to accomplish. But in this case, we're going to say money. I got a little dollar sign. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. And then I'll just put something that represents me. Okay, have those on the input plate, have this on with it turned on. Okay, and it's got a little on-off switch. Real easy. Have it turned on, go through the motions. All right, after you do that, take the thing that represents the target, me, and take your beacon, the new device, and put it right there. And that's it. And what you've done there, you've amplified everything that's going on off of this machine by between 25 and 35% by simply placing this thing on the output plate. I made it so simple. And again, what it's doing is capturing the energy that's coming off the output plate, it's amplifying it, and it's taking every bit of that energy that's coming off of there. Because again, the way my machines are designed, I have it where on the output plate that it is, everything that's coming, all the energy that's coming off of it, it's a clean signal coming in here. And there's another signal on the input on the outs, or excuse me, that's tied into this, that amplifies it, at full capacity or the full specs of the amplifier. And so just want to kind of, for you geeks out there, there's a little inside information about how this thing's built. All right. Anyway, So you do this and you can go through the motions like I always have, figure out the time. Is it less than 1 day? Okay, I'm getting a yes. Okay, is it 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours? Okay, 8 hours. Okay, so leave this along the target on here for 8 hours and let it run. And then after that 8 hours is over, you can always go through the motions again, move everything over and say, okay, has this thing completed after 8 hours? If not, how much longer do I need to run it? Because circumstances can change. And that is it. Now the next thing that you can use this for, you can use it in the the engineer Kobe, he said, well, I'm looking at this thing as basically a radionic talisman. And I thought, not a bad idea. I mean, not a bad idea. So what this means is you can take a sigil of your choice, whatever it may be, or an intent, make it kind of small, okay, obviously, because these things are kind of small. Put this on right where the antenna is, which okay, that'd be right there. Okay, it'd be right about there is where that antenna is at. And you'll be able to place it just on the back, on the part of the device that doesn't have a screw because it's when you slide off the battery change. You can tape it on the back of here and leave this thing on, and you have radionically, you have this talisman going 24/7, and it's doing its thing. This amplifier is working 24/7, and this right here is basically is acting as a power indicator light. And I have a special output system, sort of a coil with a crystal is on this side of this thing that is taking the signal and doing its mojo to amplify your existing machines, or again, make this a long-term uh, uh, psionic or radionic talisman. And again, just leave it, take whatever it is you want on the back. If you have something that's, stick on there, a sticker or whatever, you can put on the back there too. Doesn't make any difference. And you can have this thing run and have it do its thing. And the thing, again, this kind of goes in the psionic part of this. You can, because of this, this kind of goes back to the vampire technology. And again, the vampire machine, I used to sell these a long time ago, and all that really was just an energy transference machine. It had an input slot on the side of it. It had an output slot on the top of it. You put whatever the energy is that you want to transfer from one object to another. And yeah, I thought the thing worked. It had no dials on it per se, but it worked, and I had a lot of positive feedback about that tech. And so basically the way this thing operates is sort of like a vampire machine. It's you're taking energy from one thing and transferring it toward another thing, and so it's and you can just like I said, hold it in your hands and project an intent toward it. If that's if that's in your belief system, or you can take something on the back of it, or you can put it on top of the machine. And these are the kind of things you can use this device for. And very, very, very simple to use. All you gotta do is just basically turn the darn thing on. That's probably, you know, it's just a real simple device to use. And so anyway, I'm gonna have a very nice introductory price here will be in the description. And I I look forward to seeing, getting some feedback off this. So far, the tech that I've gotten, I think I mentioned earlier, if not, with the weather control and just basically just, all around, doing things, they have noticed that this new tech is far, they're feeling a stronger vibration of more energy coming off of this new stuff. And than they were with the older stuff. The older stuff's great, fantastic, but this new tech is taking it to the next level. All right. Well, with that being said, I hope I didn't run my mouth too much. I was trying to give you some insights into, what, sort of the history of radionics and kind of give you an idea of, what we've done and what we're able to develop. And it's just taking it to the next level. And I'm when it comes to either amplifying your machines or just general use, I think it'll be more. You'll get the value of it's going to be far more than what you're paying for it. I assure you. So with that said, oh yeah, another thing too I wanted to add before I get off the air. These circuits, including some other stuff here, it's all hand built here. These circuits are custom built. There's no robot over in China that is stamping out these things. These they're actually made by hand, every one of them, and they're all custom made. And it's I have some guys there that apparently they're really into this and they like what we're doing and I think with their input and their engineering expertise and technical expertise, we've really come up with one hell of a product line here. This is just the beginning, and I'm going to be introducing other things. Oh, and in closing here, I have people asking about this laser. Well, here's my problem, and I'm just going to lay it on the line here. I do not want to introduce a product that has any possibility of harming the operator. Like the because if we're dealing with a laser, it's one of those things where I got to make it childproof. And I even tell the engineers, I said, I want this thing so damn safe that I don't mind my 5-year-old grandchild playing with it. Okay, and we haven't gotten to that point yet, but when we are at that point, then we'll be introducing a new product on that, and also giving test results on from Mobius, but trying to capture a image of some of the stuff that's coming off of lasers. I just want to kind of give you a cliffhanger there, but that is I just want to give an update on the laser situation. Yes, we will be introducing lasers, but again, I got to make sure the childproof. We got to come up with a way to make this thing childproof, and also to really give the next level in telephone technology. And so, and all this stuff just seems to be coming together. It's just been fascinating. All right. Well, with that said, have a great evening. Goodbye.